So, Danny boy, in my opinion, your days are numbered. But make no mistake, people. Once that happens, I am going to get deeper into all of the other statements these people have made in order to ensure that the right people listening will get enough material in order to investigate the people who else were involved or potentially involved, as I should say. Those people will include Justin. No, I do not believe he had anything to do with the unaliving of Jack and Lily. I do not believe that. I also do not believe that Janie physically hurt them, or Malaya for that matter. But Malaya needs to be held accountable. A mother that spent 2 years enabling a tweaker, tolerating the abuse towards her children, having the nerve to want the funds from the fundraiser to go into her friend's account. Malaya, 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 Malaya. You are one special lady, or not. Idiot. So, the other person would be Earl Martell. Earl Martell, what did you know? Did they come to pick up the ATV? Did they tell you what happened? Did you say, oh, no problem, cool? Did you take them kids? Did you take them kids? Is that what you said to Int? Did you take them kids? Wait, Joseph Morris has it because I actually respect his channel in terms of him keeping things short and informative, regardless of what some of you have told me. I have visited his channel the first time when it came to this particular case. That's the only thing I've heard him talk about. I've heard him say something about Jaden. I watched one of his videos about Jaden. That was information that I had already received prior to that. But this is also a part of the process that I'm sharing with you guys. The first thing that got my attention was Daniel's fake crying. Second thing was Malaya's deceptive statement in her first and only interview. And the third thing was that, whatever I gotten out of the Joseph Morris videos that I watched. And there were a couple of small guesses, but he didn't spend. It wasn't like I'm for a 4 hour live where they say, "Well, what if he did this?" or "What if he?" No, 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 no. It was good. So I see value where I see value, right? The same way, if somebody has given me good information and passed on good information to the public, it doesn't mean I want to hear their comment section. It doesn't mean I want to hear their so-called analyses. I didn't want to waste my time on their guesses or chit-chat. You understand what I mean, guys? I see value where I see value. When somebody tells me, don't watch this channel, it's no good, I ask you why. If you watch something on a channel you like, and I am not sure about this channel, let me see, what did you guys send me? Then I say go back to the source. Holy crap, I didn't know that. B in Florida. Let me share this comment, man. That I didn't even know. Remember plates, PLAIDS, copyright 2025, Mike Demand, yours truly, priorities, leakage, avoidance, intentions, deception, and sensitivities. Geez, can you see this? Or do I suck that much that I don't? Doesn't matter. It does, but it doesn't. Right? B in Florida. Thank you so much. Plaids, Google definition. As a fabric pattern, plaid is a woven textile design characterized by intersecting lines of different colors, often forming checks or stripes. You see, I'm going to make a logo for that. Shouldn't tell you that ahead of time. Unless if you have a good picture, send it to me. I am firetown@gmail.com. If you come across something, I will look for it. Mike, I love your acronym. It has taught me a lot, but it drives me crazy how you pronounce it. It's your acronym, so you do you. Yeah, maybe that's gonna be the brand, right? I mean, maybe that's gonna be the. Geez. But just saying, I can't get past the OG pronunciation. Played, played, played. In my opinion, if it were me, I'd avoid the roads so as not to be seen. Yes, absolutely, Kim. Thank you, Kim, also for your messages. Even if there was no traffic. Absolutely. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Even if there was no traffic, not being seen is absolutely essential. Um, but again, as I have learned, sometimes these roads are extremely muddy. I still think Daniel probably was able to get through them, but wasn't there? Maybe there were trees on the way. Wasn't there? This search leader idiot said something about, well, this was 3 years ago. That was a tornado and this and that. And yeah, the kids, I know they're hiding in the wood. Somebody, that's these kinds of people are working there. These kinds of people are in charge of helping figure out what happened. Is there a surprise that things take forever? Is there a surprise that I feel like if I don't do it, who will? Wait for law and wait for them. They're gonna fix everything. Sorry, guys, but this reality that I'm living in doesn't seem to be the reality that children are growing up to believe in. And I don't lie to my kids. I let them know how I see things. So I tell them in society, you gotta play by certain rules or it's going to backfire, you know. But not tell them what to think, what to believe, what's right or what's wrong according to, you know, no. Make up your own minds, learn your own thing. And I think I've already established that there are people who don't think for themselves and they're afraid to think for themselves because every time they did in their childhood, they were punished. And maybe they're also not that good at it, so it wasn't that too much of a loss. But let me see if I lost that. Yeah, by the way, Mike, the photo of Janie and Justin together was taken years ago, in my opinion, at someone's wedding. Yeah, I think so too. I don't have Facebook, but created an account. You know what? As you may see, I have just I have added Facebook to my laptop. I hadn't had Facebook on my laptop for a very long time. But in order to be able to share videos that are being sent to me via Facebook, it's going to be better to have it on my laptop than on my phone, right? So I also, you know, even though I have a lot of people on my account, those are people I hadn't seen in years, and now I'm using Facebook for a whole different purpose. So anybody who says social media is bad, well, something's wrong with you. Because you have the power to control what you watch. You have the power to control whom you send something personal that may wind up on the internet. What types of people blame social media? Chris Proudfoot, um, the idiot Daniel Martell. you know Malaya does it right. She just doesn't say anything. She's just like, oops, I'm quiet. I'm quiet. I found her statement so interesting. When Belinda asked her, do you think Daniel could have hurt them? She says, I don't know. Well, you were there, so, of course. I don't know, but the way he acts, he looks suspicious. Also, a warning shot. She knows that Daniel will read anything from her, and she let him know. You know what, dude? You're gonna get us all caught. But you also have to remember one thing. The most important thing, I believe, she wants custody of Meadow. Daniel will never get it. And I believe that is why she's being quiet. But you also have to understand something. She does not care about Jack and Lily at all. At all. So I don't have Facebook, but created an account. I searched these idiots. Dumbo is a poser. His ex-wife and kids are there too. So is Meadow. Really? Okay, Meadow is how. So you're saying it was taken years ago? Yeah, I agree, years ago. But Meadow wouldn't have been born, right? So the kid may be. If you see a picture with a child, it would be somebody. It would be another baby. Someone commented that Meadow looks like him. I couldn't find Logan. Fulio, yeah, that's his name. Fulio. Fulio Martel. And no, I would. Well, maybe there's a family similarity. They have a similar look, all of them, right? Does anyone know who? But thank you so much for Kim. Thank you for these comments, and you make my comment section better, lighter, while being focused. That's what I love. I love it when somebody's comments are easy to read, but they are on point. I think Janie's bro was close by. Yes. Okay, where was I? Hell, man, I'm getting sidetracked so easily. Yes, Janie's brother. Ronnie boy. Logan's daddy, right? Yes, I want to know about the following people, and I will not let go. And do you like my image? Well, you better get used to it. You better get used to it. And guess what? As time goes by, if I feel I have enough, there will be more pictures added somewhere around here. I want to know about Ron. Justin, I want to know about. Now, I don't suspect anybody other than Daniel Martell to be the one who hurt these children. Nobody else. The instigator is right here. Can she be held criminally accountable? Well, covering up evidence with the purpose of, misleading police. I don't know what the law is like in Canada. I don't really care. You guys fill me in as needed, which I love. The fact that I have so many people watching from Nova Scotia. But yeah, criminally held accountable. I'm not sure it's gonna be possible to do that. But who knows? Maybe she'll say my life is bullshit anyways. What do I have? I have this dog, and I live in this. Did you see the trailer that she lives in? It's freaking worse, 10 times worse even than Daniel's. But maybe she took that old one back, right? Maybe she said, Daniel, no, Malaya's not coming back. You get the hell out of here. So maybe she'll say, I did it. I did it. Don't blame Daniel. I did it. Maybe she'll figure, not that I think Daniel has a great future in his life, but who knows what mothers are able to do. And I've said it before. I believe her tears were genuine, right? Everything is a situation. I don't judge people. I make this very clear. And most people do. I do not judge either way. But I'm also too realistic. No, I'm not too real. I'm realistic. Meaning, if a good person does bad things, I point it out. I see it. I don't get over it. I don't. I just don't. And vice versa. So I wouldn't be surprised when things close down if that woman actually says, you know what? I'm responsible, at least partially responsible. I'm partially responsible for what Daniel did. I was a shitty mother. I pushed him over the edge. From her point of view, by the way. This guy is responsible. But as a mother, she may feel responsible. So if she made a statement like that, if she ever comes to this point, it will probably show up as reliable. And when something, it's the same like with the polygraph test. A person can tell you, can agree with the lie, or even tell you a lie, but if they believe it's a lie, it'll come out straight, not deceptive, no fear detected. And that's where sociopaths like Katie Proudfoot are very good. They can convince themselves of a lie, at least temporarily. So we got Ron. I want to know more about you, Ron, about Justin. Now, Logan, I believe she knows a lot, but no, she is trying to do damage control. Nothing there. Justin, Ron, Malaya for sure, but also Janie. These four people. Well, I have her already on the picture. Damn, who did I forget? Justin, Ron, and well, who was the guy that he met in the parking lot? And I want to mention something else. If you bring me rumors from certain trash channels without vetting them first, I will hide you from my channel. I don't want you in my comment section anymore. I want to make this very, very clear. We are here to research things together. So if you are have nothing better to do than spend 8 hours a day listening to a life where there are fabrications and misinformation, first of all, don't send me this stuff unless you actually check it yourself and then send me the source. I'm not doing this because I'm bored. I don't know where to start. I'm making these videos to keep you guys posted. And while I'm making these videos, things come clearer to me. I'm walking down the path, and while I do, I read your comments, and things show up. And I like to limit myself to my commenting section only because I don't like to waste my time on misinformation. And I will not tolerate my commenting section to be used to promote other people's misinformation. I will not allow it. There is no way, people. No way in heaven or hell. So be careful, please. If you don't respect your own time or yourself, then we need to draw, moderators, a line in the sand where we say, you know, we respect the people who read the commenting section and ourselves. We respect ourselves enough to where we don't enter. And that doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. And I tell you guys, everything that is your thought, feel free to share it, even if you're wrong. But if I see that you're mindlessly uh, promoting disinformation or misinformation from some lowlife that is on purpose, um, fabricating things in order to get people to view him, even though he provides nothing of value. And I want to mention also something else. So Chris Proudfoot always talks about, oh, these people, they just want to make money and da 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 da. Well, the channels that he is on, they also are monetized. What I have an issue with is using a criminal case without providing anything of value whatsoever to keep people watching and wasting their time. So please, I think you know what channel I'm talking about. Don't even mention it. I'm not here. I'm here to promote the channels that provide value, not that are long-winded, not that are confusing, none of this. And that doesn't mean every single channel is always good. I point it out when somebody's wasting, when there is too much yakking, even though that same channel has provided great things that I wasn't able to get. Crime and Shame was able to get Daniel to speak to us. I believe it was Charmaine. She reached out to him, and eventually he bit the bait. And then it was too late to turn back. So I appreciate very much anybody that has the energy to actually create value and doesn't just sit there and guess around while greeting. If that's what you want to watch, do it. But please, comment there. Leave the garbage outside of my house. If you come into my house, you have to wipe your shoes, take off your shoes, not drag the mud inside. I have given hints before, but the types of people that watch such don't get them, which is no surprise. So I'm making it very clear. I want every single person that comes to my channel either get information from me, or if it's something that I am not familiar with, which is often the case when it comes to details, such as the bridge. Where is the bridge located? That was one of you who sent this information my way. And many times I am. What did I do here? Did I upgrade my internet? Okay. Many times and I'm open about that. I'm telling you my focus are the statements primarily, and then whatever evidence comes my way, if it's evidence, right? And sometimes I miss something, and sure enough, somebody in the comment section has already posted it. So if you see, the first impression that people need to get is, here is information. Here is sort of my refuge that I hoped I would find somewhere, but I hadn't found since Peter Hyatt. Since until he made Sebastian videos, let's say it like that. Before that was my intellectual safe place, if you want. So I wasted time, and I realized I have to do what I want, what I need to do to create what I would feel comfortable in, and I'm very serious about it. I'm not a serious person, but when it comes to this, I am very serious. I don't like to mix. I like it to mix entertainment or fun. I just said it. I told you what kinds of comments I like. But I do not tolerate people who think they have a right to speak if they either can't or are not willing to think, right? If they have complete disregard in terms of creating any value, create zero value, only confusion. And that's my problem there too. It's not only that, you know, that person and there are other people like that they don't create value, but it's also leading people down the wrong road. I hope did I make myself clear, Julia? Do you think they got it? If it's your own thoughts, bring them, people. Thank you. So let's see what else I just pointed out that I will not stop. I will not stop. Once, in my opinion, Daniel is going to be arrested or something will take place. That's not the end of it. Not the end of it. You know? I want to know more. And I will find out a lot more. I hate getting that way. I was trying to avoid it too. But as I have said, this is Lansdowne Road. It turns into Lansdowne Station Road. Remember, Janie? It's not Lansdowne Station Road. It's Lansdowne Road. It's that there is a Lansdowne Station Road. There is a Lansdowne Road. So some people said it's Lansdowne Station Road, but it's not Lansdowne Station Road. It's Lansdowne Road. Lansdowne Road is not Lansdowne Station. Oh my God, you know. So anyways, Earl's house is here. So this was driven. This is where Jack and Lily lived. This is where Daniel lives. Janie lived here. So it he didn't go south. He also didn't go west, even though that would have made sense. But I think it was too far from him. And maybe he was not that familiar with the area, because I would think that he would go up there to go fishing more, because it's only 20 minutes away from his house. A 20-minute ride. The other would be more than an hour. So I will repeat myself a couple of times now. Remember Gordon? Oh yeah, and by the way, again, if somebody claims that they figured it out without referencing me, please remind people and tell, and mention it on my channel too, so I can finally put an end to the people who, steal information, so to speak. I always give credit. I actually overdo it at times, because I'm so thankful when actually somebody brings something my way. So make sure that when you message me great information, like one person I want to thank right now for her emailing me, but she's asleep. I mean, mention that, because I don't know if I have permission or not. And quite a few of you do prefer not to be mentioned at all. It's different with me. I have a channel. So anyhow, this I think makes so much sense, because this is a 20-minute. Here, Jack, you can see Gordon. Remember Gordon Summit? Um, Earl Martell lives a little bit east of that, but almost there, around there. So keep that in mind when you see a map where it's a little more stretched out, right? Keep that in mind. And where did Daniel go fishing? Where exactly, people? I would love to know more information, because I think that he used roads he was very familiar with, most familiar with. So this may be the image I will wind up using, guys, where you can see Gordon Summit. And again, it was found very close, Lily Star, very close to his home. But what we need to see is the direction that he went. See, when you zoom in more, you will realize his home here, Earl the other way. He went that way to use this road to go up north. There's no doubt. No doubt I have. No doubt. And that's what he did, people. So I love to feel like I've put some speculation to rest. And now I'm going to publish something real quick, because I want to make sure I don't miss a beat with you guys. The moment I get it, I will share it. If I have nothing, maybe I won't share nothing for a week. But when I do, I do. So again, if somebody claims to be the one who found it out, let me know. Let them know in their own chat. Don't support people who steal information. Period. Period. So who is this from? This is AB. Is this a balance? Okay, I don't know exactly, but this was sent to me. Suspicion on camera, Daniel Martell's statements in the Sullivan case. I think it's him. So what I was told to look at is the swing set, and let me read the comment that came along with my email. Let me go here quickly.
Telling his family's honesty throughout all this, my friends. Notice the woodpile in the front yard as well too. But however, take a look at
I like he gets actually straight to it. Wow, I thought I was the only one doing it. Yep, get straight to it because these garbage channels have a long intro. Well, not every channel that has a long intro is a garbage channel, but I noticed that, I focus rather on whatever you say right now.
the
Okay, so what about the wood pile? Let me go back to the image now. God, I made too many videos today. My concentration is gone. Okay, I think this is a good way to send you what she sent me. Early drone photo from CBC Nova Scotia shows woodpile under pole for swings. I guess this one here, right? Okay. The condition of the property is appalling. Chaotic Daniel. But look, man, we saw this trailer in her interview. I mean, this is like a luxury home compared to this one, where she stays with her dog. And then the chickens are there, right? Imagine, man, they keep it like this, and she's blaming the children for everything. They provided nothing for these children, nothing of value. This was a horrible place for these kids to grow up in. And those are the types of people who also feel they have a right to raise hell and terrorize little children. Surprise, surprise, right? It all goes hand in hand, people. But what else is new? So I'm not exactly sure if there's something that I'm going to find now that it's important to me. Okay, at 2C, so that means I guess 2 degrees Celsius. Those children were not digging for worms. Very important, guys. Very important. It was 2 degrees Celsius. Less than, what is that? I know 30 or 33 is zero, right? Something like that. It was, I don't know, 35 Fahrenheit maybe? Yeah. And they didn't have their street clothes on them, with them. Wow, dudes. This is intense. And I am not here to, you know, sugarcoat anything. Okay, I'm done with this for today. One moment. Mm. Well, let's see. Keep the pressure up until somebody cracks. Let's get this done. Justin may crack. Daniel's brother, he may crack. He may be more normal than the others, man. I mean, who is Ron, by the way? Is it Bob? No, Ron, right? Their brother is Ron. Sorry, I said probably Bob before. I want to see some pictures from Ron. That'd be interesting. Maybe I can see it on. I don't think Ron has Facebook. I would like to get very familiar now with the rest of them. Um, what am I looking for here? Okay, this will be an ongoing thing, guys. Things are moving pretty quickly now. Very quickly. Very quickly. Da da dum. Okay, people. I'm looking for something more, and then I'm going to let you go. So, somebody cracks. Yeah, could be. So, again, he went towards Chance Harbor area, possibly, which should be a 33-minute drive by car. So, with his ADB, I don't know, maybe an hour, maybe less, depending what roads he took.
Honesty throughout all this, my friends.
I will get more into this later, guys. And I have discussed these things in my previous interviews, but that's where the image is from. So where there's swings at the time or not, feel free to fill me in, and I will see you soon.